Obviously, I would love to see a Smash Brothers announcement. I don't think that's going to happen because we have Air Riders coming out. Do you think Smash Brothers is going to be announced?
No, definitely not. My prediction for Smash is that, Ultimate is a pretty triumphant game, and I know that if they were to do another Smash, they probably couldn't top the roster of Ultimate, and they couldn't top what Ultimate is. And so I think if they were to do one, they would probably take a long time to try to figure out exactly what they want to do. Or they would just re-release Ultimate. If there is a Smash, I don't think it'll be a new one. I think if it is, it might be like an upgraded Ultimate. But I could easily see not getting a Smash for, 3-4 years?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to just do an Ultimate port, because I thought they were going to do that for the Switch with the Wii U version, and they didn't do that either. If we do get a Smash Brothers again, which we probably will, but probably not for another few years, they're going to have a completely different developer. I think Sakurai is probably going to be like an executive producer. He's not going to direct it, but he's going to like oversee the handing of the torch or the passing of the torch. I think maybe Bandai Namco will develop it single-handedly, and it's probably going to have a much smaller roster, but it's probably going to have a lot deeper gameplay. And I don't think Smash Brothers has necessarily shallow gameplay, but I think if you compare it to like Street Fighter or Tekken or something, it's less technical than those games. I think you're going to see more technicality to Smash Brothers. At least a little bit more depth, maybe not super depth, but like a little bit more depth. Yeah, and I think the characters are going to have different moves. The game is just going to feel different, but also familiar, in my opinion.
And so they've already done it in Smash Bros. Before, but custom movesets for characters. And so I think Smash 4 did a pretty good job at that. Take Mario, for example. He had about 4 different changes to like his up B or up A, or, if I'm probably saying this shit wrong, but every move he essentially has, 3 or 4 different moves. And I think if they were to do a new Smash Bros., they would probably make the character a lot more versatile in terms of what they could do. Instead of just use his cape to reflect stuff, you could also use the cape to fly, and you can also, twirl your cape and you can do different things with it. And I think maybe if they make the roster a little bit more individualistic with the gameplay, then they could probably do some terrific things with it, especially if they do something like cinematic, where there's a story mode and, kind of like Brawl, but more of a 3D adventure game.
So we don't think Smash Brothers is going to be announced in this Direct, even though this is the biggest Direct of the year. We don't think it's going to be announced.